Hello everybody, welcome back to another Blender Made Easy tutorial. Today we will be making a exploding text, particle, blurry camera work. We're going to be doing a lot of things today. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is deleting the cube, because we always delete the cube. Why? There we go. It just didn't work for a second. So once you delete that cube, add in your text. And you can do whatever you would like. I'm going to just type in explode. There we go, like that. I'm going to type in that, and I did it all in caps because I think that looks the best. And rotate this along the x-axis by pressing R, then X, then 90, then enter. Now it's standing up just like that. We're going to be changing some of the settings on this, so bring this tab out just a little bit and click this button right here. And this shows all the text, like options and stuff. There's a ton of things that you can do here, but we're only going to be using one. So this extrude value, this is what we're using. So I'm just going to bring it up to like 0.1. I think that looks decent. Maybe actually a little bit less. No, 0.1 is fine. 0.1. Yeah, that's good right there. Alright, so now we're going to be changing this to a mesh, and that's really easy to do. All you have to do is press Alt-C, Mesh from Curve Meta Surf Text. Click that, and it makes it into a mesh. And now, as you can see, this looks really bad. It doesn't look very good. The vertices are just like all over the place, and if you remove the doubles, there's a ton of doubles everywhere. So Control Z that. We're going to be remeshing it. So go to the modifier tool, click add modifier, and where is it at? Remesh. Remesh right there. And this is going to just change the vertices to make it like more square and just make it look better. So uncheck this, remove disconnected pieces. Then the octree depth, that makes it so that it looks good. 7. Let's go with 8. 8 looks good right there, and press apply. So now, as you can see, it looks so much better, and all the vertices are like square, and it looks a lot better. Next thing we're gonna do is click smooth. There we go, now it's smooth. And what happens if we add in an edge split? Just wondering. No, yeah, just leave it smooth without an edge split. That's perfectly fine. Next, the materials. Change this to cycles and click new. We're going to be doing an image texture, and so the link will be in the description to where you can get this image. Once you have found your image, just click open and it will open up. Next, we're going to have to UV unwrap this. So bring this to the side by splitting it, and I did that by just putting my mouse right here and dragging across. Change it to the UV image editor, not that one, the UV image editor, and go into edit mode. Press A to select everything, then click U, Smart Projection, OK. And there we go. You can scale this up just a little bit, and let's go into textured view just to see how this looks. Maybe a little bit down actually. How does that look? That's looking pretty good, I would say. Yeah, I like it. It looks nice. Alright, that's good right there. Next we're going to be doing displacement. So go to the modifier, click add modifier, and displacement. And as you can see, this is the final thing. No, I'm kidding. This is horrible. That looks really, really bad. Alright, so click new, and then it will change it to this. Go to the texture panel and click the displacement texture. And we're going to be using the same image that we just used for the material. And it still looks horrible, so the strength needs to go way down. Maybe to like 0.03. 0.03, that looks... yeah, maybe just 0.02. 0.02, that looks good. Now let's do the same thing, add in another one, displacement, right right there. Oh my gosh. New, then go to this one, change it to the second displacement, and then instead of image or movie, we're going to be doing clouds. So change it to clouds, then go back and turn the strength down, way down. Probably around the same thing, 0.0, let's go with 0.03. How does that look? Is that, yeah, that looks decent. Let's see how it looks in rendered view. Looks pretty good. I am happy with it. Now for the fun part. We're going to be doing the particle system. So go over to the particle, click new, and actually first we have to create the particles and like the little dust things that are going to be flying out. So go to a new layer. I'm going to layer 2 and I'm going to be adding in a cube. Scale this cube down and then just start moving these around, making it look kind of like just a little pebble or a thing flying off, a little chunk of the text. Just mess with it, make it look weird, and whatever you want to do. You can change this, scale that one down, scale that one up. It doesn't really matter, just kind of little variations here and there make it look good. Like that, scale that one, and then let's do one more. Let's grab you. Like that, and, right there. Okay, that's good. So once you've done like 5 of them or so, select them all and press Control G. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to do the material. It's fine. We'll just do them one by one. Doesn't really matter. Select the first one and click U, Smart Projection, OK. Then grab the material that we used. And is the scaling good? Yeah, it's fine because you're not going to really see it very well, so it doesn't really matter. Press OK on every single one. A, U, Smart Projection, OK. Wait, there we go. A, Smart Projection, boom. Same thing. U, Smart Projection, OK. Now let's select them all. And there's a little trick that you can do that I'm going to show you right now. If you have a bunch of things selected, then the last one that you select is the one that has the material. You can press Control L and click Materials, and it will add them to every single thing, as you can see right there. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go back to our text by going, I pressed 1 on, not the number pad, the top row key. I pressed 1 and that changes the layer. And this new particle system, we're going to be adding in that group. So press Group right here under Render and select Group. Let's see what it looks like if we play it. So press Alt-A. Yeah, there's a couple of things that we need to change. First of all, the field weights, gravity, turn that all the way down. We don't need gravity. We want it to be flying everywhere. And then also add in a plane. This is going to be our floor. And scroll up. Let's go into front view, then 5, and bring it so it's right under the text, like that. Perfect. And also on the plane, we're going to have to add collision because we want the particles to hit it and then bounce off. We don't want them to go through it. That won't look very realistic. Alright, so once you've added the collision, go back to your explode, and let's play it again. So it's looking okay. If we zoom in here and then press Control Alt 0, whoa, way too close. Select the camera, G, press G, and then middle mouse, and you can zoom out. Just position the camera a little bit. Okay, we need to do some things with the size. So change the size. Actually, let's go up a little bit, and then the random size all the way up. That looks good. Maybe this is too much. Let's go 500. And then let's play it again. Okay. And the rotation, we need to do this. Random all the way up, random all the way up, and let's do it again. Now this is going to make it look a little bit more random. Let's see how that looks. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, I would say so. Just kind of little things flying all over the place. If we change, what happens if we do 2 here? I'm experimenting in a tutorial. It looks like it goes a little bit faster. I think that would be cool because we could add a little bit of motion blur. Yes. Awesome. Okay, that's good right there. Now select your camera, and now we're going to be doing the depth of field. So select it by just right clicking on it, go to the camera settings, and the depth of field right here, change it to text, and then f-stop and change it to 0.1. There we go. So now if we render this, as you can see, the particles that are really close right here aren't, they don't, actually the text is looking blurry too. Why is the text looking blurry? Maybe let's go 0.5. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's better because now the text is a little bit more clear. Maybe even 0.6. Alright, so now let's go over to the render panel and click motion blur. Whoa. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with this because I don't even know what this panel thing is. I will look it up later, but that's fine right there. And now for the lighting. Let's change, let's grab this lamp right here and then go to this and change it to 1000. Now let's click render. That looks a little bit better, and now I want some like closer lights. So press Shift D on that, bring it over here, then press Alt D, and that links the two of them. So if I change the setting right here, if I change this to blue, it will change it to blue on this one too. See, they're both blue, but I don't want to do that. Control Z, there we go. Change it to around 50, and I'm gonna bring these down so they're like closer to the plane. So I pressed 1 right there, and now I'm bringing it down. Oh, 0. Now let's render that. How does that look? That looks pretty good. I think these are actually too much. Let's go 20. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. Maybe this one right here, let's change it to like 750. How does that look? Alright, that looks fine right there. And for the world, let's change it to a black. No. Let's change it. Let's just leave it at the gray. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, somewhere around there. Alright, so we've done that, Let's give it a quick render and see how it looks. And this is probably going to take a little bit, so I will be right back. Alright, it just finished, and that is looking pretty good. There's just a couple of things I would like to change. First of all, the world, I want it to be darker. Let's see how that looks real quick. Yes, that's better. Now the particles, I changed it to 500, but I kind of want to go back. Let's go 800. Let's go 800 particles, and let's play it again. So skip back and press Alt A. There we go, and then pause when you think it's good. Yeah, right there. That's looking cool. I like that. I like that. So that's going to be our render. And is there anything else I would like to do? I don't think so. So once you've done those two things, you can change the resolution, change the sampling. I'm just going to leave it like this, and I'm going to click render again. But that first, I'm going to change the slot. And what I just did right there, hold on, I'll do that again. I pressed Shift F10, and I went to the UV image editor. That's just the shortcut. The slot, I'm going to change it to 2 and then click render again. And what the slot does, if you don't know, it just saves this render and then does a new render, so you can like go back and forth and see which one you like better. Alright, but I will be right back after this one is done. Alright, there we go. It turned out pretty cool, and I think I do like this one better. Let's go back. Yeah, I like this one better. It's darker, and there's more particles, so it looks like more of an explosion. Next, let's go to the compositor and just do a couple of little things. So click use nodes, then backdrop, and you can close these, we don't need them. it just gives us a little bit more room. So what a shortcut that you can do is, if you don't have a viewer node, just right click on this and click Shift Control left click, and it will snap a viewer to there and you'll be able to see it. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is adding a vignette, and I think that's the only thing that we're going to be doing in this tutorial. Yeah, there's not a lot this isn't like a huge scene, so we don't have to do a lot of compositing, but what I just did, I added a lens distort. I went really fast right there, so sorry about that. I added a lens distort right there, and I added a blur node, which is just filter, blur, and then a mix, which is color and mix node. So take the output and plug it right there, change the distort to 1, and change this to fast, relative, Y, 20% on each of them. Then hook it up, and change this to multiply. And there we go. Look at that. Yes, that looks really cool. I think this is good. So go back to the default and go to Viewer right here. If you just click this little button, Viewer, and there you go. I think that concludes this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you learned something new, like always, tell me in the comments, and post your image on Blender Artist or whatever website, and send me the link, and I'll be happy to look at it. Yep, that will be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Goodbye.